Hey everybody, my name is Brian Bauman from Bauman's Farm and Garden, and today we're going to talk about some tips and tricks to help you when you're planting tomatoes. At Bauman's, we have dozens of varieties of tomatoes ready to go for you right now, including some of our heirloom varieties like some of our favorites, Black Cram, Brandywine, Cherokee Purple, or some of the more staples. My mom's absolute favorite is Sun Gold, which is a sweet yellow cherry tomato. But we have all these different varieties. Where do you even begin to select which one you want? And a lot of the first questions I'll ask people is, okay, well, what do you want to do with them? For example, if you want to make sauce or can with them, you want to select a type of tomato that they call determinate. And what that means is that that tomato is going to set on all of its tomatoes all at one time, so that when you go to can, all those tomatoes are ready at once. They also have indeterminate varieties. If you're just looking for go out to the garden and pick a nice tomato to slice on that hamburger, an indeterminate variety sits on its tomatoes throughout the season, so you'll get a more continuous supply that way. My mom loves to make tomato sauce, so we've selected one of our favorite determinate tomatoes. This is called a Celebrity. It's one of our favorites. It's actually one that we plant out in our fields to harvest for the store. When you're going to plant your tomato, there's a couple things to remember. It's great to start with a really good organic fertilizer. Our favorite at Bauman Farms is Tomato Tone. All organic, everything you need to make sure that you grow the best tomatoes possible. For new plantings, it takes 3 tablespoons per tomato plant. So let's start there. All right, so we got about 3 tablespoons of the Tomato Tone in here. We're gonna mix that into the top layer. Now, when we go to plant our tomato, this is one of the hard things for everybody to understand. If you look at your tomato closely, you'll see all these little hairs growing around your tomato start. All of that will turn into good roots. So you want to plant it nice and deep, just like this. All right, we got this guy planted nice and deep in here. All we got to do is water it now consistently and watch it grow. We have a lot of times people come in at the end of the season and say, I've got this huge tomato plant. It's all got tons of green tomatoes, but none of them are ripening up. What do I do? One trick to remember is that during the summertime, cut out all your fertilizer, and you want to stress this plant out. It needs to realize that now is my time, I got to ripen my fruit or it's not going to happen. So really stretch out the days in between watering, no fertilizer, and before you know it, you're going to have ripe tomatoes. For more information, go to our website at baumansfarmandgarden.com.